Every time we think a thought that feels horrible to us in some way, I've written a book called The Forgotten Game, and I have a website called that as well, and you can download the book on a link on there. And I wrote the book because it's clear to me that life is not so serious as I used to think. I basically got in a habitual mindset that things that were important were some tangible manifestation of my success, like fame or lots of money or the perfect job or that sort of thing. Like there was always this place in the future that I needed to get to, and my life was a real struggle to get there. And more lately it's become clear that that's not true, and actually life is just a game. And I hear many teachers around at the moment teaching this thing, and I'm sure that's what many of the great teachers of the past were also teaching. And it's just different words, different metaphors, I guess, for the fact that only by thinking that life is serious that do we create a reality for ourselves that we don't like and we suffer. Whereas actually the key to freedom from suffering is within all of us. Just by remembering this game, remembering that we came forth to experience life and learn and love and create, and to find what our path, what really feels the best for us, but not to suffer. That's a choice. And this memory is not just from me. Many people have realised this. But the reason I wanted to write The Forgotten Game and talk about it was that sometimes we know that life is something that we can take less seriously, we can lighten up. Sometimes we know we can be more loving and more accepting and be more present, and then we can wake up and wake up to who we really are. But we don't know how to do it. And what I have found is that there's a really simple way of doing this, and The Forgotten Game is only one step, and if you take that one step, then things start to change. And yes, it might change slowly and it might seem difficult at first, but from my experience the momentum soon picks up, and soon it becomes extremely easy to start to live a life full of playfulness and love and excitement and fun. So here's the step, in case you're intrigued. So at whatever place you are, which is where you are now, and at whatever time you are in, which is always this moment, just find something to enjoy about it. Find something to enjoy. Don't search for it. Don't think, oh, no, there's nothing to enjoy in my life. What can I find? I mean, there's all these awful things that are happening to me. How can I select a good thing out of those? No, just find it, because it's already happening. There's already so many things you could choose from, states that you're in, that you could focus on briefly to enjoy in this moment, such as how comfortable you are, such as whether you're just the right temperature, a little bit cool or nicely warm, but not boiling or not freezing. If you're not hungry, you can appreciate the fact you're not hungry. If you're not thirsty, you can appreciate that, and you can appreciate breathing. You can appreciate the presence of a person you're with. You can appreciate the feeling of the chair beneath you, or you can appreciate the exercise that you're having while you're walking along, and the stretching. You can appreciate any thought that you're thinking, even if the thought is about the future. So if you do feel hungry, you can think, oh, that's lovely, because in about half an hour I'm going to have a lovely dinner, or something like that. Or your emotions. When your emotions start to lighten up, really enjoy them. So that's the step. Find something to enjoy in this moment, and then what you do is do it again. Find something to enjoy in this moment, because it's a new moment, and it could be something different, and you find something to enjoy about that one, and again. And you know what? I've got this feeling that that could last your entire physical existence. By training ourselves to enjoy, rather than to complain, to criticise, to worry, to nag, and of course, I understand the rejection from our minds about this. How can we enjoy life? What if we're in a bad mood? Or what if something really awful is happening to us? Or what if we're poor or unemployed? Or what if we're in a concentration camp or something like that? I mean, you can't enjoy life. All these different rejections, because the mind, well, let's phrase that differently. The egoic mind doesn't seem to want enjoyment. It seems to want something to struggle towards. But the higher mind is happy to play the game. So I've always found meditation difficult, because I've just found it difficult to still my mind completely. However, my mind does like to play games. It likes to do crosswords. It likes to play travelling games, exploring different cities. It likes to play Monopoly and Trivial Pursuit. And my mind likes to play this game, which I've called the Forgotten Game, just because it's a name that came to me. So we play it, and we play it, and we play it. And then the really... I'll just go back to what I was saying about the mind rejecting these questions. In the book, I've got answers that totally resonate with me for all the questions that my mind and other minds have come up with about why we can't enjoy this game all the time. And where was I going with it next? Oh yes, something that really helps is when you stop resisting the present moment and you start to accept and enjoy it and think, okay, this is how it's going to be, and I'm going to make the choice to enjoy it. Then two friendly aspects of ourself get the access to come into your existence. They both begin with I, and they are intuition and inspiration. And the way I'd like to describe intuition is it's an eager friend that wants to guide you towards more well-being. So when you just know something, you just feel it, but in your mind it doesn't make sense. That's because your intuition knows that would be better for you. It would feel better. And inspiration is kind of similar, but it's more like a jolt of lightning. It's something when you just suddenly have an idea of something to do that would be fun, that would be playful, that would be really a good idea. And when you start to play this game, you start to trust your intuition and inspiration more. And when you follow those things, your life really does transform. And I'm not making this video, and I didn't write the book because I think the world's an awful place and I must try and make people happier and I must try and enjoy it. I've kind of moved away from all those thoughts, because I found that by trying to save the world, really you're you're focusing on what's wrong with it. And actually, just by consistently coming back to what's right with things, and by having that kind of selfishness that I am going to feel good, this is my reality, this is my universe, and I'm going to feel good, then what starts to happen is you start to get this inspiration and intuition leading you towards things that feel really good. And the thing is, they don't just feel good for you, they feel good for other people. They are beneficial. You uplift others by being yourselves wholeheartedly and enjoying who you are. That gives other people around you permission to be themselves, because you see them for what they are, just an aspect of you. So, if you like, go to www.theforgottengame.com and download the book. And if you don't want to, that's fine as well, of course. I'm having fun doing all this, and now I've made this little video, I'm going to go and move on to doing something else. But it is great to finally be living the life that when I was young, I kind of deep down knew could be lived. I didn't really think life was serious. That was a thought that came upon me later in life, that was educated into me, socialised into me, that we need to take things seriously. We really don't. It's just a ride, it's just a ride. It's a song by Jem. It's good to listen to as well, I recommend that. Bye. See ya. See you again. Join the game.